Alright, y'all. We ain't gonna waste no time, so we're just finna get into it. Yeah, you should see the title of the video, and the, if you see the thumbnail, yes, I did clickbait you. Let it sink in. Every other YouTuber does it, so fuck off if you don't like it. But yeah, man, I wanted to wait until Rolling Loud left Sacramento to get into this. But if you seen the community channel, if you saw what I just posted, then you know what this is gonna be about. Yeah, we're back on that type of timing today. Demonic shit that's going on. And it's crazy because like a lot of this shit just passes my mind, and I think about how a lot of females just can't like not be out there, like. And I know I like shit, even like we all human, like even though like I may be teaching y'all shit like this and I may talk about certain things. Of course I want to go to concerts. And the last person I seen crossover was Channel Thrust. If y'all don't know him, he's a rapper from Compton. And I was supposed to go to one of his openings. He was opening for Thundercat, and he now paints his nails. So yeah, that's that. But yeah, if y'all haven't yet, go to what I posted on my community and just take a listen to what that was, and then come back and then chop it up. See, what's fucked up is like for y'all not to have learned from Travis Scott's event or his concert or whatever like, bro, there was so much shit, so many signs that was going on. Like, if you seen the area, you could just tell like how many people were there compared to like the amount of spacing. Like, it was all bad, all bad. Like, not only that, but like, if y'all ever like sat and really paid attention to like the old cartoons and shit we used to watch, like not even just cartoons, like it would be a bunch of shit. Like even in Wild Wild West with Will Smith in it. And yes, this may be relevant to a lot of shit that's in the news media right now, but nah. In Wild Wild West, his little partner had a little device to like hypnotize people, but he was dressed like a prostitute. So he was like, but he was looking into it, Bloodbath McGrath. If y'all remember, y'all know what I'm talking about. But like just the fact of the matter of like, clearly they didn't make that shit up. Like, clearly that shit came from somewhere where they had like the little portal thing, and I'm pretty sure y'all even remember in Austin Powers where like it's a time machine where like they jump into like this little rotating vortex thing or whatever. But they jump into that, and then they go to a different time era and shit like that. But anyway, just like stuff like that is what y'all gotta pay attention to. Is like that little hypnosis thing, like the black circle is black and white. Like, first off, if you know about the Illuminati, you already know about the use of black and white and pretty much making the yin and yang derogatory. So it's what we refer to in this community as duality. And no, the conscious community is not the same as the woke community. The woke community has been overran and turned extremely PC. Being woke does not mean being PC. So we're just gonna get that out the way. But let's get to this video, Playboi Carti. Now, if y'all didn't know, Playboi Carti, like, I don't even listen to his music like that. I barely listen to Uzi. Like, he has a few bangers that come out, but even then, like I sit and think, like, even like these dances and shit that like Lil Uzi comes out with and whatever else, like, it's got grown men out here doing a lot of hip thrusting. And it was one thing when we was like if it's a cultural thing, like if we dancing bachata, if we doing salsa, or if, like, even like during R&B shit, like grinding. If y'all remember what that is, I'm not about to explain it because I'm gonna feel zesty. But early 2000 niggas know what grinding is. All that shit, to say the least. Basically what I'm saying is all that shit came with a purpose. Nowadays, it's a bunch of hip movement for no reason. Salsa actually went with the music. Like, this shit is just turned a bunch of... It's like making... How do I put this? It's like making twerking for dudes that are straight less active and more subtle, if that can make sense to y'all. That's pretty much what I'm seeing, the normalizing of twerking, of dudes, men twerking, as well as, like I've mentioned before, the normalizing of niggas wearing fingernail paint, my bad. No disrespect, because Bernie would polish his fingernails when he would get his shit done. And no, I don't see Bernie Mac as being that way, which is why I think he ain't here anymore. It's because he wasn't going for it. And they knew. One thing I would always hear among Hollywood and shit like that is, like, they know who to try and who not to try. Like, they may push your limits, but for some reason, like, people know, like, he ain't going, like, whatsoever, versus, like, poking product this one and see if he's gonna go. This is why, like, a lot of people who are exposing shit are seen as weird. Like, my nigga Daylight. Yeah, he did act like he was gay. He said a lot of weird shit, but that nigga got into some circles that many of y'all would fucking... Some of y'all niggas would probably suck some meat to get in them circles. But we ain't gotta talk about that. But from what he's saying, to look in all these rappers and all these celebrities' eyes when meeting them, and to say that none of these niggas had souls. I'm looking at plenty of niggas' eyes around that just niggas who were just shiesty and grimy, and like, it's just a feeling and a look and a frequency generated from somebody, you know, whether they're actually here with you. Like, it's one of them, like, you just had to be in that type of situation to understand, where, like, you having a conversation with a nigga and they just not there. Not like they don't understand what you're talking about. Like, Not that they're like not even responding. It's just the comprehension level. It's just like it would take eons for them to get on the frequency that you're on. So much bullshit is going on in the world, I actually forget a lot of information that I learned through school just because I wasn't getting a lot of answers. And one of them was being scientifically dead. We talk about all these vibrations and shit, about frequencies and this, that, and the third. There is a vibration or frequency level that all life exists on. Your body, your energy level exists on a certain frequency. Not correlating the two, but if you're always depressed, always down, if you always feel like you need to over intoxicate yourself, like if you always feel like you have a need to overcompensate for your lack of drive to do better, you are possessed, to say the least. It's just what it is at this point. Like, as far out, and that's the thing is like, because I get into so many arguments about the dumb shit. It's like I don't even like to bring it to men and women and how shit operates, but like it seems to always come back to like the level of understanding, and not even like specific men are weak, but like certain individuals are built for the harder route. Other individuals would literally fucking crumble. The sheer fact that I could be in the sunlight for days on end, maybe the worst thing that happened is sunburn, when another nigga would probably get cancer and die, says enough within itself. But I digress. That video I shared of Noah's rant, like I thought, and that shit, like it brings me back to like some of like NBA YoungBoy's most recent shit, and I used to fuck with him tough, but it's like even what his mama said, like bruh, like regardless of what you're trying to say, whether it's face paint or makeup, regardless of what he's wearing, like, nigga, the fingernails is fingernail paint, bro. If your fingernails are a different color, besides clear, you're painting your fingernails, regardless of what you want to say. You could be black, you can call yourself emo all you want, but you're painting your fucking fingernails. It is what it is. We're not here on this, not on this channel, nigga. We ain't on here to sugarcoat shit. Just even, it don't matter if I like these niggas or not. If I fuck with their music or not, like it is what it is. A lot of these niggas is demonic as fuck. And a lot of y'all niggas think out here, a lot of y'all motherfuckers that really should be deeming yourself as emo or gothic, y'all niggas is really just Satanists that love the color black. That shit ain't cute. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck how bad you is and what color, kind of clothes you wear, how fat your ass is, nigga. It don't matter. Your fucking soul is not there. And like I was saying about being scientifically dead, that low frequency, you on that low frequency, my nigga. Competence isn't common. So everybody that love to be in their fucking echo chamber, everybody that love to go on social media and get their validation and this, that, and the third. Like, it's not worth it. And like, the impact is it's so crazy because motherfuckers don't even like to sit and think about the impact of what's about to happen until certain shit comes out, and then it makes them think about it. But even then, it's like it ain't hard enough to fucking make someone change. Like, niggas know that fucking social media, like, it's and that's what I'm saying, the common sense shit, like shit that becomes like a fact. Like, social media is bad for you, and like it creates a fucking sense of instant validation that becomes needed in the average person's life. And then if a person's not getting that validation like that, then, you know, nigga, it's different outcomes for different people. Different sexes have different outcomes as well, but we already know the ones more emotionally driven have a different outcome. Like, for men, and this is why it comes back to men and women, because for men, most niggas will just fight it out and that's that. But shit has become so fucking stupid nowadays. Niggas gotta pull guns out. And it's like, even nowadays, like, I didn't used to respect a lot of Mexicans because them niggas will pull out a lot of knives when it comes to a fight. But honestly, nowadays, I respect that shit over a nigga trying to pull a gun out because he's getting his ass beat. And like, I ain't from the places where niggas just jump niggas because, oh, that's the homie, so you fight him, I'm swinging. So I can't really agree with that shit, but nigga, you throw the ones and you get your ass whooped. That's what it is. There ain't no rematch, no none of that shit. Then you may get your ass jumped. Ooh. Talking about. The scariest part is y'all dumbass niggas will literally risk your fucking soul and your energy and disturb your own frequency and your own peace. These niggas casting spells and shit at these concerts and shit. You're willing to sacrifice all that shit just to see maybe 2, maybe 3 people, maybe one person you really want to see, but you ain't gonna ever get a chance to see them personally because they're not as big as most people who are coming out here headlining their own tours. It's just what it is for most people. Like, y'all may not realize it now, but after y'all hear this, you might start sinking it. And the fact that these niggas dress up like devils and shit, y'all may not peep it necessarily when it comes to the red. That may go over way too many of y'all heads. Just like how I know the black and white go over way too many of y'all heads. Y'all don't know what that means. But if you understand the Illuminati type shit and the Freemasonry, you understand the checker floors and the black and white, and you understand what that is. And like I already addressed, they explain that as being duality. Like, they try to explain that without evil there is no good, and without good there is no evil, which in retrospect don't make no fucking sense. Because like I addressed in my previous videos, everything always stems back to the Bible. This is why I addressed y'all to put them fucking crystals away and get your fucking frequency right, because you wouldn't feel the need to even go towards that if you wasn't living right within yourself. And a lot of y'all dumb bitches out here. I mean, I've seen 1 or 2 dudes use it, but it's like, it's mostly females. But a lot of y'all dumb bitches don't realize the evil eye is actually a spell. It's So you thinking you're out here propelling shit when you're actually attracting shit to you. So it's almost like how my uncle used to always say, like, you keep thinking bad is about to happen and bad is gonna happen. That's pretty much what that is. So yeah. Not to mention white people gave all this shit to you. Of course, crystals, like some people, some different cultures believe in that shit, but like I explained in my previous videos, like a part of my journey, I also came to the discovery that everything leads back to the Bible. The Bible explains like tarot card readings, crystals, like not so much burning of sage, but like using like other herbs and shit mixed together for other shit. Like it depends on how you want to interpret it out of the Bible, but I can imagine it may be ayahuasca. I'm not 100% sure because ayahuasca is a mixture of herbs, so it could be that. But it said astrology as well. All that shit is of the devil. But once again, none of y'all motherfuckers read Bibles. None of y'all even care. Like, a lot of y'all motherfuckers said y'all read a Bible cover to cover, but y'all would know a lot of shit. And the crazy part is I was thinking back to a story of, I know y'all remember when Mercy came out with Big Sean, 2 Chainz, Kanye. Yeah, but anyway, regardless of who was saying it or what the fuck was happening, like we all heard the words, the weeping, the moaning, and the gnashing of teeth. I looked it up. I did my own research, and when I went to church that week, I asked my, excuse me, hold on. I asked my pastor at the time if she had heard of that in the Bible at all. And the way I placed it on her was so cold. It was like, it wasn't even like a situation where she would be able to like hint at what I was about to get at, but like it was like a pre-Bible study that we had before like the church gathering type shit. It'd be pretty much like a little school for the kids right before like the church service would start. So I asked her, I'm like, what do these words mean to you? I said, the weeping, the moaning, and the gnashing of teeth. I'm pretty sure in different Bibles it's explained differently. It's not necessarily those words, but for the most part, off of just hearing all those words together, I would, if I read a Bible cover to cover, I would understand where that was from. But this is the shit I'm saying. Like, this is why I do what I do. This is why I have a channel, and all fucking faithful 37.3 y'all that ain't even, all y'all not even subscribed, but all y'all that faithfully continue to watch me. I do this because, like, as I just explained, there's multiple situations where I've come to people who are supposedly supposed to be more intelligent, or, you know, at least you have like more answers for me than like a regular citizen. Like this is shit. Like it's come to a point to where I think at least a decade ago, I've stopped getting answers to shit that I've had like serious questions about, like in-depth thought that I've sat on, and I've legit asked an adult or someone who has degrees or a degree at least, and got zero answers. That's why I do what I do. For motherfuckers that ain't getting answers, or they're getting false answers. And not everyone's gonna be on the same page. And this is why I just explained, like, I've had a level of understanding that there are gaps in people's learning. Like, in the shit that people have gathered in life, not everyone's had the answers. There's always been something somewhere, or multiple things in multiple different places that people's parents didn't have, or they just didn't grow up with. Shit like that just don't give them that level of understanding. And from the cards I've been dealt, let's just say I've gathered information to where I actually had a bus driver tell me one time when I was coming from school. We were just sitting talking about some shit. I think it may have had something to do with relationships. It may not have, but he's like, how old are you? And I'm pretty sure I told him I was 23 at the time. And he was like, man, he's like, if I knew what you knew at that age, he was like, man, he was like, I would not be driving the bus right now. And like, shit like that, like, and this is what I explain is the difference between men and women. It's like, it's a difference between validation and confirmation. When you get something like that multiple times, someone older than you, someone that has more credentials that you would assume is more intelligent than you find out they're just more knowledgeable, but that doesn't make them more intelligent. There's a lot of shit that they don't know that you're right around the corner from getting the answers to. So this is why I try to explain: go to school, get the basic knowledge, go to college. Do not get in debt going to college, but go to college, if that makes sense to y'all, if you can feel that. And don't be limited by your textbooks. I wholeheartedly mean that, and I hope y'all get good teachers, because there's some that like is strapped by whatever they're gonna have to weave in as their what's it called? I know I'm not about to tweak on this word. Curriculum. Ooh, yeah. So there's a lot of shit that like has to go by curriculum, and I know there may be a different type of regulation in college, but you still gotta have the right teachers to give you like the right set of information. Because I had a teacher like, and I don't think I seen him at the school after that, but he was a history teacher from Jordan. And if any of y'all are good geological wise, y'all know where Jordan is. And I'm pretty sure in Africa, if I'm not mistaken. But it's near the motherland for sure. And yeah, he opened my mind up to a lot of shit, and it's something like a lot of teachers like, and it's like it's something so little, but it's just like the way I process shit just makes it so easier to fucking absorb. And it was something so simple to where it's like any teacher could have said that at any grade, and I'm pretty sure a kid would have just grabbed that and ran with it. But and it also probably takes the proper kid to get this out, because I'm pretty sure I asked the question. And yeah, and it was in regards to schooling. He would say a lot of shit in them, and to the real far leftist or far right ideological individual, they would probably see this man as like someone who is really spiteful towards America. But he seemed like a real realist, because everything that he was like everything that he could say that would like confirm that America was just trash, he confirmed it with facts. Like, he explained to me that the year I graduated in 2014, there was a mass genocide that happened, that America was the main involved people of. That I'm pretty sure a lot of people died, but yeah, it's a lot. I don't even want to really get into it right now. Yeah, just know they killing niggas. They've been killing niggas. Like it's crazy to sit and think about, but a lot of motherfuckers is dying and been dying. And I like how it was like faintly mentioned about the shit that happened in Ukraine, about how everyone was trying to leave when Russia was coming, and they pretty much held all the niggas outside the train, and all the white Ukrainians hopped on and were able to get up out of there. It's not 100% sure what happened with that, but like even more shit, like some shit happened where it was like something happened with a group of Africans. They got caught up in some shit to where they were being like held captive by like China, and then a group of a group of tourists from China, they were all Chinese, went to Africa and got their ass snatched up and held hostage until they released them Africans. Like, there's a lot of shit that's just not being pushed out there and being talked about, where it's like, it hit my fucking algorithm. So it's really just what you pay attention to. And I got into an argument with my boy too about this shit, because I realized there's two kinds of people, and I'm gonna categorize them like this for you. One type of person is a person whose parents were more real about shit because they didn't have time to play.